This place, this institution can never side with, come under, understand the exploitation of our culture. Never will you ever see me standing in the environment where our culture is being exploited. Or if you do see me there, the next moment this thing's gonna fall. I'm there to bring this shit down. If you see me in a situation like that, you should say, yo, watch out. Something's about to happen. Turn your cameras on. Something's about to go down. Why is Chris here? Why is he here? Something's about to, he gonna say some shit right now that is gonna, Having said that, so when I got the call, I immediately saw, First of all, it's the Grammys. You get no respect here. None. You have no respect here. Now, we respect your existence. We know you exist. And we know that you're the Grammys. We understand that. And we respect that, your existence. But you ignored hip hop for 49 years. At the 50th year, you want to call us? 49 years you ignored us. The 50th year, that's when you call. You couldn't even call on 47 and gear it up to at least 50, okay? At least get us into 47. No, you wait till the 50th year to want to call hip hop's authentic teacher? Nah, you don't get that privilege.
Y'all watching Word on the Street.
Word on the street. The word on the street.
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 Word on the street TV, alright?
That's right, Word on the Streets, we're back. That's right, each and every Wednesday, it goes down 7 o'clock p.m. each and every Wednesday. That's right, you can find us on WODS, Word on the Streets on YouTube. You can find us on WODS, Facebook, also Instagram, any type of social media there is. That's right, Word on the Streets Live, we're back each and every Wednesday. It's going down. Make sure you log in. Word on the Streets Live.
I can't look at you like that, but peace out to the streets. You already know it's the word on the streets, baby. Let's get popping.
Hey, what it is? It's your homie Young Jock, man, right here, big kick on my homie
Gorilla Zoe. I thought you were gonna say G Money. He said G Money. Right on the fuck.
You ready?
Yeah, what that buzz?
Hey, what it is? It's your homie Young Jock, man.
Your boy Gorilla Zoe, man. What's happening?
And right now you tuned in to Word on the Streets, man. If you're watching us right now, we want to say appreciate it. Hey, G Money, keep getting that paper, man.
Yo, what it do, that's right, man. On this I Got the Tea Monday, that's right, this I Got the Tea Monday, man. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all looking good, you know what I'm saying? Everybody good. Good weekend, right? A lot of shenanigans, right? I know, you know what I'm saying? Nothing, it's just more of the same. Shenanigans after shenanigans. Anyway, man, great show for you tonight. I see you locking in Instagram. Shouts out to my boy Juiced Up _prime time. I see Juice in the City on Instagram. I see y'all locking in. Shout out to my people on Facebook. That's what it is, man. But anyway, man, we got the tea, man. Also, I got a very special VIP guest. That's right, I got a VIP guest, man. He gonna bring it in and tell you and share some of his stories of the movement that he got going on. So y'all just stick around, man. That's all I can tell you. Just stick around. It gets deep. It gets deep. I know some of my people. Shouts out to my girl Yolanda. I see you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my YouTube people. You know what I'm saying? That's locking in as well. Make sure you share it, man. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. That's right. Comment, like, and subscribe. You on YouTube. Hey, but we're gonna get this thing started, man. Also, I'm gonna over the weekend I was able to go and visit. They gave my man Jalen Carter, that's right, Jalen Carter from Apopka that's playing with the Philadelphia Eagles. I know y'all heard of Jalen Carter, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, Apopka gave him the keys to the city. That's right. And word on the street, we pulled straight up on it. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. He gonna be doing some things for the podcast as well. Shot side, he gonna be doing some interviews. So y'all lay around for that. But we gonna show you about, you know what I'm saying, what we did with Jalen Carter, man. So, you know, also we got the T on. Y'all know LeBron James ran right up on Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? Ran right up on Stephen A. And, you know, by his son. Stop playing about my son, you know what I'm saying, before I get at you. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to find out what y'all feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel, you know, some people say Stephen A. going to mess around and get his ass whooped for us all over because, you know, Stephen A. keep a lot of shit going. But personally on this matter here, I personally feel like it wasn't about the son. It was really about LeBron. To me, that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all don't agree, might disagree, but I feel like it was really about, you know, Stephen A. basically letting him know, nigga, you know your son don't belong in this damn NBA. You know, I mean, maybe one day, but at this point, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, I mean, LeBron got the juice. I mean, yes, he's LeBron. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he make a call. Yes, his son gonna play. But for him just to do it, I mean, do it like that. I mean, really? But we're gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get straight into it, man, because like I told you, I got VIP guests in the back, and we're gonna hold this thing down, man. We're gonna get into it. But first, before we get started, y'all know what we do, man. Y'all got any hot topics? But I don't even really, man, I got some other shit to show y'all, man, because y'all gonna trip out. Some of y'all knuckleheads that's getting in trouble and wanna do 20 years, you could do your 20 years in one day. That's right. 20 years in one day. I'm going to show that to you. We got fanatics, man. We got it. We got it. But anyway, man, shouts out to my Instagram people. I see you, Dexter. You know what I'm saying? I see you checking in. That's what time it is. Anyway, we're going to get this show started right just like this. Y'all give me 30 seconds. Y'all know I got to pay a quick bill. You know what I'm saying? I got to go use the potty. You know what I'm saying? So I'll pay a quick bill when I go and use the potty. And then when I come back, we'll get this thing started. All right? Don't go nowhere. Don't move.
Shining sun, thank you for the sunshine. Okay. Shining sun, thank you for the love you brought my way. Shining one so true, I love you.
Okay, we back. We finna bring in my, you know what I'm saying, my co-host tonight. You know what I'm saying, one of the VIP guests. Let's bring her on. Let's bring in Stephanie.
I love you. Cheers,
Okay.
everybody.
Cheers.
You know I gotta do
You know what I'm saying? I knew you know what I'm saying? Listen. You know what I'm saying? Behave now. I know you got your cup.
You
know
gotta
what
tell
I'm
me to
saying?
behave.
I'm just
Tell-
saying we got respectable people coming in tonight. You know what I'm saying?
all
we
are
got
respectable.
we got a VIP guest coming in. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be pouring no Hennessy all on his shirt. You know what I'm saying? And all kind of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
So who you talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
Don't bring no clowns up in this motherfucker. Don't set me up with no bullshit.
Oh, we got you. You probably been already go. You already. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got the president and you cussing. Let me get rid of her already. Let me just leave her ass. She don't even know who I got back there. And then she just cussing and, oh, don't bring no motherfucking niggas to my party. And what kind of shit this is? That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. They say I normally act up, but then when you get another guest to come in and she just straight don't even know who I got to my, don't bring no, you know what I'm saying? Damn, chill. Sometimes you gotta chill. That's how I was able to get to the next level, because I always learn how to, you know what I'm saying, certain situations, when I go around certain situations, they feel like, man, but we're finna bring G Money up in it. And G Money kind of like a thug. And we don't know how he gonna act. And then, you know, before I just run my mouth like how she just did, I just be quiet, right? When they bring the guests up in there, I'm like, hey, how you doing, sir? He say, damn, we thought this nigga was gonna act the monkey. This nigga's a gentleman. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I mean by, that's why they say a woman cannot run the country, bro. Because they go to acting up before it's even time. They go to acting up. They go to fucking things up before. Oh my God, I ain't gonna even get into it, man. I'm not gonna start tonight. We're gonna revisit that and try to bring her back, and we're gonna see if she's at Battle Heart. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring on Apple of the King's Eye.
But you know what, Mr. Greg? I'll never call anybody a bottom figure.
Right,
Let's run it. Let's run it.
Okay,
Let's run it.
Sometimes
Let's run it. I just came back from Texas.
Be.
I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating my little soup and stuff. Let's run it. Let's run it.
Okay, all right.
PT Bernice say, I'm watching. I forgot to ask what happened to my dog. Yeah, what did it?
I don't know. I ain't gonna get into that. I don't know. I'm looking for him too. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Hi, Auntie. How you doing, Auntie? We got a special show for you tonight, Auntie. I'm gonna bring on my VIP guest. This guy here, man, he's doing big things, man. He's actually started him a new business as well, but right now he's doing things in the hospitality. I'm gonna let him say. You're right. You know, because I always mess up things. Let's bring on my dog, JT.
What's good? Hello. Thank you.
Mr. JT Thomas.
Mr. James JT Thomas. What's up, bro?
What's good, G Money?
How you doing, man?
Man, life is good. I keep waking up, so that means I can be better today than I was yesterday.
Yes.
There you go.
What it says, passionate, obsessive, relentless, resilient.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coming to you live from the Laker room, man. You know, doing my thing.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, look, let the people out there know. You know, I couldn't say the hospitality. You know, to let them know what you're currently in right now, what you're doing, because you know I always mess up things. They
Nah, you're all right, man. You're authentic, man. You being you. I appreciate that. But yes, I am in the hospitality business. 33 years. I train servers and bartenders. Currently, I work at a STK Steakhouse at Disney Springs. And being of service is one of the most distinctive and honorable things there is. And I take it very seriously. You know what I'm saying? I love what I do. I love what I do for people. I love giving people new experiences, letting them try new things. Just sit back and relax and enjoy the JT experience at STK.
Okay,
you know?
Okay. My dog Roscoe say big up, homie. You know what I'm saying? Roscoe Smith.
I know Roscoe. Jones High. J High, baby. Let's go.
Okay. All right. My dude Dexter on Instagram say what's up as well. He said, that's JT.
What's going on? What's going on, man? Alive and well.
So look, with you being in the in that field, man, and I'm glad you explained it like you love what you're doing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What are some of the biggest obstacles that you go through with dealing with that? You know what I'm saying? What are some of the obstacles?
Well, on the back side of it, as we say, back of the house, having a strong management team can be a obstacle. That definitely can hold you back a little bit. You know, having a good team. You know, because a team is only as strong as its weakest link, and weak links can cause the whole situation to crumble. It could also give the whole restaurant a bad name with the wrong person out front taking care of people. You know,
right.
Those are some drawbacks on the back side. But on the front side, being a server, being a person who loves giving service, the biggest obstacle that we have are people who don't understand and respect what we're doing, and not tipping, or as they say, not tipping or paying appropriately for the service that was given to them. That's a big one, you know what I'm saying? And in the 33 years that I've been doing this, it is a pet peeve, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, sometimes it can be your own people that hurt you the most. I'm not saying they're the worst, they're not the only, but it cut different when it's your people. You know what I'm saying? Because I do my best to try to give my folks a great time where they at. Just some people aren't ready to dine out, because, you know, eating out is something that you're taught how to do by your parents, your family. You know, and if you haven't been taught properly, then of course you don't know how to act in that situation. But in 2025, I just don't fall back on that as a good enough reason. There's too much technology, too many questions to be asked. So, and you know, in most cases, you know when you had good service and when you coming in with foolishness. You know,
right. You know what I'm saying? So you probably get a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, more or less. I mean, what, you know, eating out in the bill is $200 and something, and you know, some people go to just tripping. I mean,
all of a sudden they don't like their food. All of a sudden now, it didn't like after you ate all of it. It was cold, and you know, you wait to the end. And I mean, I run into all kinds, man. I run into all kinds. The stories I can tell you about that is crazy. It's just, and like I said, not to belittle or badger my folks, but most of the time, unfortunately, it is my people that come in with that craziness, man. And I try not to prejudge. I go into every situation with the best of intentions, but I want to say 7 times out of 10, the stereotype is real.
Wow.
You know, especially the ones that crack me up, that come in dressed like they got it, but you just ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't understand going to a steakhouse and you come into a steakhouse for an event, a birthday, whatever it is, and you ordering a side as your meal. I'm just like, it's crazy. I'm like, why? What's the point? What's the point?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, everybody pockets ain't got it, but there's things on the menu that are affordable that make sense. But I mean, it is what it is, though, man. Like I said, unfortunately, it happens. But those type of people and those type of guests make up a very, very small percentage of the money I make. So it bothers me internally as a black man, but financially, it's like walking over broken glass. I just step past it, so I don't cut myself. You know.
Right. Okay. And I see you got that, you know what I'm saying, behind you. I mean, that LA, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're a LeBron fan? You know what I'm saying?
I'm a Laker fan. I'm a diehard Laker fan since 1979.
Okay,
if you playing G Money, I'm your man. If you playing for the Lakers, I'm your man.
Right. I see you got that Kobe jersey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anyway, Kobe all over.
You know, right. So on another note, you know what I'm saying, on the Stephen A situation, you know what I'm saying?
That was cold.
Stephen A, LeBron stepping up to Stephen A, saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, about my son, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying, keep my son, you know, out your mouth, and You know,
I feel two ways about that. I feel
what-
two different ways about that.
yeah,
As a
what's your
parent,
opinion?
I get it, but
Right.
you worked hard to get your grown man son into a grown man's league, and
Right.
once you call yourself an NBA player, you got to be ready for the scrutiny. You got to be prepared for the criticism. You got to be prepared for all of it.
Right.
Junior got to learn how to fight his own battles.
Right.
You put him in that situation, you can't. You know they were going to come for him.
Yeah.
You know, is he ready? I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can he be better? Absolutely. Will he get better? I hope so. But
Right.
don't come at Stephen A. like that. If Stephen A. was talking about your son when he was in high school or in college, I get it. But now your son is a grown man getting an NBA check. First time a 53rd pick got a guaranteed contract. Never heard of that. Guaranteed $7 million. And he's the 53rd pick. You got to take what come with that.
Right. Roscoe said straight up. I mean, JT. Roscoe said straight up. You know what I'm saying?
You got to take it.
Right. And I feel the same. I feel basically the same. And I feel like Stephen A. When he was even the comment that he made before LeBron stepped to him, it really was about LeBron. I don't think
it wasn't about his son. Yeah, it was about LeBron. 'Cause you put him in this position, and now you mad.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then some of the other guys, LeBron ain't really stepped it because Shaq done made comments. You know that was
exactly.
You know that
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley.
Absolutely.
Right. You know, that has made comments that was a little bit, you know what I'm saying, not fitting that well. So I just think, you know what I'm saying, I don't think, I mean, LeBron went at him the way he went at him, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a parent thing. But, you know, I think Stephen A. did a great job at explaining, you know,
absolutely.
This is
He's a professional.
his business, right? This is my job.
His job is to stir it up, to stir the pot, to get the ratings up and have something to talk about. All they did was just give Stephen A. more ratings to talk about.
Right, exactly.
That man just signed a $100 million contract.
Right. And that's what I tell people every day. Things that you see today, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's totally different what you might have seen years ago. I mean,
absolutely.
It's just like the boy, what's his name? Tank Davis. I mean, you know, Tank got, you know what I'm saying? Tank took a knee. Tank took a knee. I mean,
first time ever. Yeah.
Right. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? They saying, okay, he the champ or whatever. But that boy actually beat on he beat on that boy, man.
Gave it to him. He gave him some business.
He gave him some business, and years ago, I mean, automatically you would have knew who won that fight.
Yeah,
period.
that was a hard one. Yeah,
exactly. But I get it. It's about money, so it really, you know, you can't just give it to just nobody that then came out of, you know what I'm saying, you know, out of the same project that you came out of and just win. You can't. You know,
it's politics in it. You know what I'm saying? It's political. But, I mean, that's even more money in the rematch now.
Yeah.
They got to have a rematch. It's in the paperwork.
It's in
rematch
the paperwork.
got to be there.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
If he can't run, you know what I'm saying? So he better not take a knee again. If he take a knee again, he lost.
Right. And Tank came on and said it was one of the craziest things I ever heard. He said, you know, the girl braided his hair, and you know, I guess the oil was leaking in his eyes or something. But I just thought that was the most craziest thing to even say. I mean, you should. I mean, he should have got his hair done days ago, not the day before. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that wouldn't have happened. You get your hair done 2 days, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. Exactly. But look, man. So look, JT, man, with all that, you know, going on, man, and you know, now that you know, you step into to another league. You step into another league now.
Yes, sir.
Meaning, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Let me see what Roscoe said. Hold on, let me get Roscoe. Roscoe said he got knocked out to win. Oh, okay. So that's how you feel, Roscoe. He got to knock the champion out to win, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
only way. Just like with Mayweather, you'll never beat Mayweather in a decision.
Right. Exactly.
You'll never be. You got to knock him out.
Right. I mean, but Roscoe, with him taking a one knee, I mean, that should be counted for as a knockdown or something.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying, JT? That should have been
absolutely
a knockdown. I mean, they didn't even give him a knockdown on that one.
He should have got a whole lot of points off that one.
A lot of points. But anyway, like I was saying though, JT, with now, man, you've been doing your thing at the restaurant for years, and now you're getting ready to step out on faith, man. You're ready to step out on faith, meaning your own business. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
How does that feel? Getting ready to, you know what I'm saying, to get into your own, you know what I'm saying, consulting business, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It feels liberating. It feels a long time coming because I've been watching a lot of people around me move around me, doing their thing and step out on their faith and follow their dreams. Like you know, man. You know, me and you go way back, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's okay, baby. You know what I'm saying? We go all the way back. You've been doing your thing for a long time. I've always been watching, keeping my ear to the streets and listening to the words on the street. But now I found something that I've become passionate about, and it's still providing service to people. And I'm now embarking on the insurance is my thing now.
Okay.
Educating people on the importance of insurance, health insurance, as well as life insurance. And I tell people, even if you don't get it from me, please do your due diligence, do your research, and find out the importance of it. On the health side, I got into it basically through Aflac was the first thing I started doing with accident insurance. Aflac is a reputable company, been around a long time, and they handle their business. When we lost my daughter 7 years ago, my wife she stayed out of work. She was out of work for 9 months, and Aflac paid bills in my household. So I know Aflac works, and I know it's a stable situation. So I started out with Aflac, and then I kind of grafted into the health aspect of it and resorted back to the restaurant industry. The restaurant industry is not really known for having great health benefits unless you work for a big hotel like Marriott, Hilton, Westgate, and you work for restaurants that are owned by them. You have access to good health care. So I really started grabbing towards the health and trying to help educate people about that and trying to lower, if not get rid of, those high deductibles. I deal with insurance where I have one where there's virtually no copay and no deductibles. But that's for people that are fairly healthy who don't go to the hospital or doctors quite a bit. It's a narrow criteria to qualify for that one. But then I have one that I deal with for 1099 employees. I put my quotations up because I can make you a 1099 employee to make you qualify for it, to where you only have a $250 deductible. You pay your monthly premium, but if you have to have any kind of surgery, any kind of procedure, you won't pay more than $250. The average healthcare premium and deductible for somebody, let's say I'll be 53 this year. Health insurance for somebody my age right now on the regular scale is about $400 something a month, just under $5 a month, with a $3,000 to $5,000 deductible.
Okay.
I can help you save money on your monthly premium and pretty much eradicate your deductible. The insurance that I carry myself is with America's Choice. I personally pay $379 a month for my insurance, and I only have a $250 deductible. I'm due to have surgery. Looking at the end of April for a deviated septum. And when I was on insurance with my wife, who who works for Orange County, and that's great insurance for Orange County. I still was paying $3,000 out of my pocket.
Wow.
But now that I've switched to the insurance that I sell, my surgery is only going to cost me $300. That's $50 for my doctor's visit and $250 deductible for that actual procedure. And there's no limit on the procedures. That is your deductible. That's all you have to pay for that entire year. Once I pay that $250 for the year, I can have 3 surgeries this year and it won't cost me another dime.
Okay, my auntie say, how is Anthem Blue Cross?
Blue Cross and Blue Shield are stables. They've been around for a very, very long time. And they work like a traditional health insurance company. You have your premium and you have your deductibles. Your deductibles and stuff are based off of your health and your how well you're living. You know, the criteria is a little different. Like if you get the Affordable Care Act, which they call Obamacare, it's great for people who don't make a lot of money. Because if you make more than $60,000, $70,000 a year and you're on Obamacare, you're going to get audited. And your deductible is still anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000 on the back end. Low cost up front means high cost in the back on most traditional health insurance.
Right.
Like I said, the average health insurance, the lowest I've seen on deductibles is about $3,000 that comes out of your pocket.
Wow, that's great.
You know, so
man.
It is, man. It's amazing. But you know, I also do. Health is the beginning. Life is the ending. Because life is my biggest mission. Because I'm trying to get people to understand how, as some people see on their phones now, people are starting to understand about being your own bank and putting together your own retirement. People have been sold the dream of 401k. 401k, I could talk on days on that. The 401k, I'm not going to say the 401k is a sham. It's not. Right. But there are a lot of limitations. And the payback is not as hefty. The taxes that you get levied on with that is crazy. If you're not in one that with your company is not matching, then it doesn't make sense. My biggest thing about the 401k is tax. My whole mission now, one of my missions is IUL and whole life. Index Universal Life. Index Universal Life is the biggest one. The more you put in, you can gain cash value with your life insurance.
Meaning the more you put in, yeah.
The more you put in, the more you can afford to put in, the more cash gain. Like I just did a policy for a gentleman. He's 54 years old. He's blessed enough to be able to put in $1,000 a month premium. So he can pay $12,000 a year for his premium. Wow. By the time he's 66, by the time he's 66, he'll have accumulated over $200,000 in cash value where he can literally stop working, pay himself an annual salary of $100,000 a year for the rest of his life and still have $100,000 in death benefit.
Damn, that's great, JT. Wow.
And people, if you don't believe me, I tell people, look it up. It's all, you can go Google anything about Index Universal Life or Whole Life and ask about the cash value that you can build.
Right.
And the best thing about it is there's no loss. It is absolute guaranteed money. The insurance business has never failed. 70% of the United States wealth on those other folks, non-black folks, the Rockefellers, the Hiltons, the Marriotts, these people all made their fortunes in life insurance.
Life insurance, yes, that's true.
Life insurance, that's where they made their money. They take 10 people in the family, all of them get a $1 million policy. They feed it, they take the cash value and invest it in other businesses. Then when someone dies, that $1 million rolls over it stays into the family and just keeps rolling over and over. And this is how people tell you can be your own bank.
Wow. And
it doesn't take a whole lot of money. What I would say to the average person, get you an IUL, that's about $100,000 in death benefit.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to cost you just a hair under $200 a month.
With the
Every
IUL?
IUL every other month overfeed it. So if your premium is 150, every other month put in 300. Just add, let it sit. Your investment will never drop below 5.53%. There's no bank give you that kind of interest. And again, insurance is absolutely guaranteed. The government can't tax it. They can't take it, and you can't be sued for it. It is your money. Cannot
Y'all
be touched.
hear that? Y'all hear that? It's your money. You know what I'm saying?
It's yours.
Yes. Hold on 1 second. Let me pay a quick bill, man. We definitely gotta keep this going, man. We definitely want to know more, man. And my guests want to know more. All my people on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I see y'all checking in. But anyway, 1 second. Don't go nowhere, JT.
321 900. 321 900. Help. I was driving on the interstate, seen two cars trying to switch a lane. Chevy driving too crazy. Speed limit was 55, boy, they was going by 80. Slow down, don't speed up. We right there when you need us. Got in the wreck and you need some help. Call 321 900 help. 321 900 help. 321 900 help. 321 900 help. Won't back down till I'm back up. You know who to call if they act up. But you don't have nothing to worry about, cause you know that you got that backup. 321 900 4357. You see the call button, just go ahead and press it. Press it, press it. Have you been injured in a car accident? Well, we can help. Call 321 900 help and let our team handle your injury claim.
Okay, we back. We back at it, man. Shout out to my boy, Marlon James. This is his birthday, so shout out to him, man. My dog Brad, you know what I'm saying? That dog Brad say, "What's up, fellas?" You know what I'm
Picture
saying?
man, what's up?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Roscoe say, "Boy, you putting down some free information, boy." He said, "You putting down that free information, JT." Yes, JT
Hey,
is giving us some knowledge, man. Because
listen, I'm tired of seeing people having to do GoFundMes and fish fries when their loved ones pass.
Yes.
You know, people think it's expensive. You know, it's not as expensive as you may think. Everything has a budget. And like I said, you'll pay attention and do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? As for me and mine, we taking care of over here. You know what I'm saying? We got off.
Yes.
We ready to rock and roll. And I'm just trying to educate people and help them, man. That's all I want to do is help people.
Yes.
Help you put something together, and it's not too late. I'm working on an IUL right now for people in their 60s. You know what I'm saying? It's not too late. Wow. You know, the older you are, you may have to get a little more aggressive, but it's possible. You know, I'm definitely trying to reach those people in their 30s. You know what I'm saying? Late 20s, early 30s. You know, we have something set up for our grandchildren. You know, you can start your child, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old. You can start an IUL for your child that costs $20-something a month. By the time that child hit 40, 35, 40 years old, they'll have a cash value in the hundreds of thousands where they can take that money, buy a house, buy a car, start a business, you know, get their retirement started early. You know,
that is great.
These are things that they've been keeping from us. They've been keeping this from us, man.
They keep a lot of this. And speaking of keeping things from you, I don't want to keep nothing from some of y'all knuckleheads out there that just want to still, you know, cut up. They got where y'all can do your time. I want to show that to you real quick, JT. You know what I'm saying? But these people that's, you know, getting all this time, they could do all their time in one day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show this to you. You know what I'm saying? So let's peep this thing here.
prison systems, like security cameras and biometric identification. Once the therapy session is concluded, family members of the subject could be provided with a comprehensive report on the new artificial memories that have been implanted, offering them a chance to adjust to the subject's new, positive personality traits. The subject is then released back into society to start a new life away from crimes. The Cognify concept could revolutionize the criminal justice system by significantly reducing the need for long-term incarceration and its associated costs. Traditional prisons require substantial budgets for construction, maintenance, staffing, and prisoner care, including food, healthcare, and rehabilitation programs. By replacing extended prison sentences with brief, intensive rehabilitation through artificial memory implantation, the costs of maintaining prison facilities and supporting inmates could be drastically lowered. The funds saved from reduced incarceration and recidivism rates could be reallocated to other critical areas. These might include education, healthcare, infrastructure development, social welfare programs, or research and development initiatives that benefit society as a whole. By rehabilitating offenders more quickly, Cognify could enable them to reintegrate into society sooner and contribute to the workforce. This increased productivity could boost the economy and generate tax revenue, further offsetting the initial investment in such technology. Successful rehabilitation through Cognify could lead to safer communities, reduced crime rates, and improved social well-being. This could have far-reaching positive impacts on individuals, families, and society as a whole, contributing to a more stable and prosperous future. Apart from treating criminals, Cognify could also be used to treat severe memory loss by helping patients recall their past memories. It could also treat patients with PTSD by implanting positive memories that replace the negative ones.
Okay, y'all.
Y'all like the Demolition Man.
This is
like
what
the Demolition Man.
Man, listen, if that ain't the mark of the beast, then tell me what is. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
Because you go in there, you know what I'm saying, you sign a piece of paper saying that, hey, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to do them 20 years. So now they wrap that thing around your head, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna put you through the little machine, you know what I'm saying, and as long as you sign a piece of paper, you can get out within a week. You know what I'm saying? A week. You done done your whole.
That's crazy.
I know. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be some zombies, ain't they?
Yeah, they gonna be. Yeah, straight zombies.
Yes, exactly.
Artificial intelligence, man. That's definitely the mark of the beast. I feel bad for the grandkids, man.
Right.
The direction we going in.
Yes, exactly. My man, Brad said it's the Demolition.
Demolition Man. That's exactly what it's do. Same thing I said. Demolition Man on steroids.
Right, exactly. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So also Miss Smith said she said JT, she needs some insurance. Okay.
Who was that? Who is that?
It's,
me or okay. Smith. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Smith,
I can definitely give some info to get to me.
Right. Just make sure you take down his info, Miss Smith, because you know what I'm saying. Miss Smith, hey, you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I think a lot of guys sign up for that. I mean, instead of doing their time. You know what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah. They're not man enough to do the time then, I guess.
Right. Exactly.
You know, I ain't no angel, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
whenever I did what I did, I took what I took. Took what I had to, what came with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's just what it was.
You did the crime, you gotta do the time. That's
absolutely
what they say, you know what I'm saying? So
and that's what made me stop doing the crime.
Right, exactly. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So look, well, I definitely need to make sure you get your the information on here as well. Let me see. I'm gonna bring my other VIP guest back in. Let's see. I think she done put down a wine. I don't know. Let's see if we can bring in.
It was not about wine. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Okay.
It was a call I got in that it was business, but I my apologies, and I'm glad to be back in.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you pick up on any info that JT was
Something about health insurance, and then on the back end, I heard something about men. I guess.
Oh, yeah, she missed a couple things.
Health insurance,
as well as life insurance.
yeah, and life insurance. The what is it called? The there is one. The what they call it's the
IUL.
IUL. That's your own bank, babies.
Index Universal Life.
There you go. People, hey, we got to get our folks involved and inclined and engaged into that because it's pretty much having
tax-free retirement.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And it's like when I was looking at it, I was like, because my CPA, she informed me about it, and I was like, you know, at my age, you know, I'm 51. I'll be 52 this year, and it's like, is it too late? And how much do I need to put in there?
No,
Get it started.
Well, it depends on your how much death benefits you want. You need to start with at least $100,000 in death benefit. That's a great start, $150,000, and then you want to overfeed it as much as you possibly can, because your first 2 years you're not going to see any financial gain, no cash value. The real cash value is not going to come for at least another 10 years. This is not a overnight success unless you have money to throw into it like that. Right. If you got thousands of dollars you can put in a month, you can. But if you only got hundreds a month, no. If you have thousands of dollars to put in monthly, it can grow faster.
What's the cap that would be more reasonable? What would you say would be like a reasonable 1,000 in a month's time? That would be reasonable to keep it building to a point wherein if an emergency come up, because you can do it with family members can come together. That comes to sitting around the table. You understand what I'm saying? You say,
well, the IULs can only be is per person. You can't do a group.
You can.
Okay. But you can do a group, but it's still going to be individual policies within the group.
Okay.
And the more, like I said, you want to start with at least $100,000 in death benefit. And as long as you have enough money of cost of insurance, the cash value will keep continuing to grow. And it's similar to a bank. Insurance feeds off of the S&P 500, which is a stock market, but it does not adhere to everything the stock market does. It will grow when the stock market is good, but it will never bottom out.
Okay.
That's the great thing about that. That's why I tell people insurance is an absolute guaranteed investment. There's no other investment that is guaranteed other than life insurance.
So what's
crypto,
the difference?
anything, all of that's manipulated by people.
Yeah, I'm
all of it. Bo Stacks said, "What's up, JT?" Bo Stacks.
Oh, what's up, baby? DJ, I see.
Yeah, Bo Stacks. He's on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bo Stacks. Go ahead, Stephanie. What you were saying?
So when it comes to, let's say, the average Black American, or if certain groups of our people, okay, what would make sense for them to invest in? What type of insurance policies that makes sense? I know you can always borrow off of any certain types of insurance policies, right?
After a period of time, and as long as there's cash value there.
Yeah.
As long as you have the cash value to do it, you have to leave in what is called the cost of insurance, which is your annual premium. As long as the cost of insurance is still there and there's enough cash value, it'll tell you how much you can pull out of.
And after about a year, JT,
no, you got longer. You got to do 5 to 10. You got to start. You'll start seeing real cash value after year 5.
Yeah.
When you'll see it. It's just like a 401k.
I was about to say that.
You don't pull out 401k after a year or two. You got to let that bad boy sit. But the only thing about that is tax free to pull out of a IUL or a whole life insurance policy.
Oh, it's tax free.
401k. If
we're gonna be taxed,
we're all under 60. We're all under 60. Nowhere near retirement age. If you pull out of your 401k, those tax penalties are going to kill you.
Because that
Eat up
money,
most of your money.
you hear me?
Eat up most of your money.
Yeah,
Okay,
for real, for real.
I just felt anybody again, all this stuff you can pull up. You can pull up and Google IUL versus 401k and look at all the pros and cons yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't make it up. I'm just here.
True facts. So I know what my auntie know. She definitely,
She's evolved. She's evolved. She's an evolved.
Yeah. And there's some people who got term insurance. I'm not knocking term insurance, but term life insurance is just that, term. If you got it for 10 years, when those 10 years are up, you have no insurance and you have no cash value for all the money you put into that insurance policy. It's gone.
Okay.
So I'm not saying there's no purpose for term, but there's little purpose for term.
Yeah, it's short term versus long term.
You know, because I have two. I have an IUL as well as a term policy. Me and my wife both have 30-year term policies. I'm not getting rid of it because if something happened to me in the next 30 years, we get that money. And plus, it's not costing me a whole lot of money for it. So it's not really hurting me to get rid of it. But the IUL, like I said, my plan, you know, I'm at, and I'll have no problem divulging mine. I'm at like $250 a month, and I'm going to start overfeeding it every other month by 5. And I'm looking by the time I'm 68, 70, somewhere between 67 and 70 years old, to where I'll be able to pay myself anywhere from $80,000 to $90,000 a year out of my account. Now, of course, it's, you know, you get to 80, 90. Now you got to spread it over your year. You can't just go and blow $80,000. You got to make sure it works.
You can easily blow that money.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just literally.
Ms. Smith said, what kind of insurance you was trying to
get for us at the job? What kind of insurance you were trying to get for us at the job? Pretty much, what type of insurance are you suggesting that as an employee that she should invest in, as you know, on her job?
Are we talking about health? We're talking about health or life insurance?
Well, hold on, JT. I think what she's saying, because I think you came by her job. She work at Mr. Quick. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Quick.
Oh, the server. Yes.
Right.
Yes, so I talked to her boss, and he was not. Yeah. So for her, I was talking to her about an indemnity insurance policy, which is one that could possibly put money back into your pocket. But indemnity policies have very strict guidelines and things you have to be qualified for. But then there's, again, I can get her as a 1099 employee. Put my quotations up. I can make you a 1099 employee.
I'm trying to explain this step, and let me explain the situation, because I knew she was saying something about she done seen JT, I guess, come by the job.
Okay.
Yeah, I went by there a couple times. Yeah.
Right. So she wanted to know what kind of.
And I talked to her about she can get her own. The policies that I sell are your own policies. It's yours.
Wow.
I can set up something through the job and pay it out your payroll, but I prefer people to do it on their own. So if you quit that job, you still have that insurance, because if you got insurance through your job, when that job ends, guess what else ends?
Yeah, your
insurance.
Yeah.
And then if you know anything about health insurance, if you got health insurance like United Healthcare through your job and you lose that job, now you got to sign up for COBRA, which is a subsidy insurance that's double the price of what you were paying before. I'm trying to circumvent all of that, because a person like Miss Stephanie and myself, you're a year younger than I am. A 1099 I can get 1099 insurance for between $379 to $409 per month, and all you have is a $250 deductible.
That's great.
How much deductible?
$250.
Let me bring in another one of my VIP guests. Let's bring in my dude Bugatti.
Hey, Mr. DJ.
Yeah, you know I'm mad at you, brother. You know you're supposed to call me back. I'm trying to get you straightened out.
Yeah, I ain't called you yet. I've been in Hollywood.
In the limelight.
Hey, but I ain't called no one else though, JT.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I ain't
I'm trying to get my boy Boo set up with his insurance, health and life. We're gonna get him straightened out too.
Health and life, I like that. Okay. That's good, man. Bugatti, JT been dropping a lot of good knowledge, man. I mean, and the guests loving it. They loving, all the stuff. Instagram chiming in, the dude from YouTube chiming in, and Facebook. So he just been letting them know about his new venture as far as the insurance, the consulting business, and I think he's gonna be great on this venture because he's already got the information, and that's the biggest thing about when you jumping out starting your own business is you having the information. You got your information down pat, bro. I mean,
and see, I have my own businesses. I have 2 of them, so I'm pretty much solo. I may have one person that will help me, but if I'm gonna take them on payroll, which I look to do that, I can't say right now when, but I want people to be, I want them to have things that's going to benefit them in the long run.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's more so important to me as well.
So that's kind of what we've been talking about, Bugatti. You good? You know what I'm saying? You just riding around, or you heading? You know what I'm saying?
Just getting out work, but JT post, he go I just gotta make a phone call so he go save me on my deductible.
Okay.
A whole lot.
PT Bernice said, I'm not down with AD&D. My private health insurance didn't end when I retired. It's paid for life. Also, I still have my life insurance through my job. That's awesome. Are you?
There are some jobs. Yeah, there you go.
She might be in the military. When she was in the military.
She could be a governmental. If you work for a hospital, there's certain entities that it will carry over.
It does,
but for the vast majority, it does not.
Especially state and local. State and local, I done seen people treated so bad, even through beef, cruelty, and bushy.
But don't you still have to pay for it? You pay a discounted rate, right?
Well, she's with the County of Los Angeles.
See,
Well, that's different because I've seen.
Yeah, there are some county jobs where she retired from. You still maintain benefits, but again, that's not the average employee who has that set up like that.
And Leoria, go ahead, Mr. What's your name is? I'm sorry. JT.
No, I'm just saying she's in a blessed position to do so.
She sure is. I worked in health insurance, and I'm gonna tell you, the state and local thing be a little different. Sometimes they'll leave you in the hospital. You be in the hospital, be scared to go home, and they kick you out. But anyhow, Leoria Smith says, so how do you talk to an employer for this opportunity?
Well, I tried to talk to her employer over at Mr. Quick, and he seemed to believe for whatever reason it was going to cost him an astronomical amount of money. And it's not, because if I sign up his company with the indemnity policy, he's actually going to save money on his payroll taxes because it's pre-taxed.
Yeah.
So he would pay less money, to be honest, but he didn't want to listen. He just thought he had to pay.
Some people be like that too.
JT, you said she could get with you, you know what I'm saying, on her person.
Absolutely.
Right,
she don't need to be bound by that. I can get her set up by herself.
All right, Miss Smith, you hear that? I mean, you don't gotta go through the job. I mean, the man telling you could kind of get with him and get your own personal insurance.
And I don't have to adhere to enrollment periods. Okay. I can sign up any day of the week.
So you ain't got what you should.
I don't have to wait for no enrollment period.
Hey JT, you should share that about because I remember when I got, it's been a while ago when I got it, especially with Delta, you have to wait until November for it to kick in or something like that.
Yep.
And A lot of people need to know that.
But they making all those phone
know.
calls. Are they not calling everybody's phone through that marketplace thing? You sign up, you listen to YouTube if you want to. They be blowing up your phone, and they ain't stopping. There's no deadline on them dates, so there is a gateway.
The marketplace is great for low income people.
Right.
I'm not discrediting the marketplace, but you got to be careful. Somebody who makes over $60,000, $70,000, the marketplace ain't for you, because you're going to get caught up and you're going to get audited, and they're going to get you on the backside. I'm telling you. They want to go marketplace because it's so low. Oh, I only pay $30 a month. Okay, but your deductible is $5,000 to $7,000. And if you make too much money, they're gonna come back and get it on your tax.
Exactly, and it makes it. I mean, when it comes to you paying your premiums every month, guess what? You might as well just go ahead and get a nice insurance outside of it.
Exactly.
What
it makes sense. And Tip says that I want to sue them. They call my phone 20. Girl, they have been calling you. You be looking at that thing on YouTube. And
that marketplace thing?
Yeah. You find out it's marketplace.
But really, that's kind of a good thing. They let you know, get you some insurance.
Yeah.
It's bringing awareness.
But I'm just saying, look at it. You need man. You need health and life insurance.
No. What I'm saying to you is right now they doing the Trump doing a thing that he
regardless who's.
No, I ain't saying you don't need insurance.
Yeah, you need.
You blowing up on me like I said you ain't need insurance.
But I'm just saying, regardless of who what they doing on Facebook, every person, because now you ain't got to worry about GoFundMe pages and
fish fries.
Fries and stuff like that, man. Even if it's a little $10,000 policy, you need to get it, man.
Right.
And Tip, the boss girl, says, yes, you do, but they call too much. Still, even
it ain't no but. It ain't no but. Cause one thing about but, you go get your hair done, you go get your nails and toes done.
You know what she's saying though, boo? She's saying that it's an aggravation once you sign on. It's almost transferring over into another topic as to how to stop them once you get the insurance. How can you stop them from?
Right. Yeah.
It's just like car insurance. When you click on that car insurance quote, everybody keep calling.
But it does make sense that them calling does bring awareness. It's like it might be a bell ringing saying, "Get some health insurance. Do you have it? Get it now. Get it." Even if you don't have to go through them.
You do need it now. You do. You don't know when you gonna pass away. You need it tomorrow.
That's health insurance. Health insurance, yeah, you're right when it comes
health
to
and life.
But both of them, because you need to go to the hospital.
Hold on, let me address that. Hey, Miss Tip, that ain't Kiki. That's you know what I'm saying?
Hey, maybe Greg be bringing on chicks that look almost like we chocolate. But this is nice.
That's all. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody asking about Dent tonight. I'm looking for Dent too, but anyway. But look, this thing was kind of set up for my dog JT. So
when it comes to life insurance and health insurance, because he's very informative.
Well, there's several things. There's several other things. It's layers, because I educate people about everything. I talk to people about health insurance. I also talk to them about short-term disability. I talk about accident insurance. I mean, all these things, if something happens, if I trip and fall right now, I got a check coming to me because I got accident insurance.
Now, let me
if I don't go to work, I got short-term disability and I got long-term disability. I'm gonna get a check if I don't show, if I can't work.
Yeah, and that's not through Aflac.
And I can do all individual. It does not have to be through the company. I have long-term disability with no health checks, no health screens. Long-term disability as low as $500 a week up to $1,000 a week if you qualify for it. You want to pay for it.
JT, and that's not with Aflac, right?
No, this is somebody different. But I have accident insurance through Aflac.
Right.
I have that.
Okay.
I have several companies I write accident through. I tell everybody, an accident policy, you need it. $23 a month for accident policy.
There you go. And they pay you when you go to the...
She said, what's up, JT?
I heard about that. We need.
Hey, what's going on, Tip?
Okay. Also,
my area. Smith says, James, I would like to talk to you about insurance. Please come by the job.
Oh, Mr. Quick.
Yeah, she wants you back in his face, pretty much. Okay.
I can come by tomorrow.
Come by tomorrow. So look. Anyway, on another note, real quick, because I got to get this out the way. You know what I'm saying? Over the weekend, I did. They gave my dude Jalen Carter. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Carter for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's right, out of Apopka. They gave him the key to the city, and I was able to go and visit, you know what I'm saying, and visit that. So I'm going to show y'all a little of that real quick, you know what I'm saying?
Orange County Mountie.
Yes.
This is celebration. We are excited, right? Okay. So what I would like to do is, first of all, we are honored. We are excited to celebrate Jalen Carter. One more time for Jalen Carter. So, Jalen Carter, second team All-Sec 2021, first team All-Sec 2022, All-American 2022, two-time NCAA football champion 2021 and 2022 for the Georgia Bulldogs. Pro Football Writers Association All-Rookie Team 2023. '23 first round draft pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. Ninth pick overall. His first selection to the Pro Bowl in 2024. Last but definitely not least, Super Bowl champion. Everyone, stand up to your feet as we welcome Jalen Carter to the stage.
Yeah. Anyway, that was that great that cameraman, whoever that cameraman was great, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They say his name G Money, you know what I'm saying?
That cameraman got cataracts. That cameraman got cataracts. He got cataracts.
Yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I hear you.
Yes,
You know
to the city.
Yeah, they gave him the key to the city. We're gonna show you a little bit more of that. So, but you know what I'm saying? That's my man, Jalen Carter. They say now, JT, I need for you to answer this one. They say what after your third year, that's when the payday is. I mean, is it after the third year?
You're talking about for IUL. So let me just be transparent. Greatness takes time. If you want to build that greatness, you got to be patient. Unless you have capital that you like, disposable income, that's the only way you can grow it at a faster rate. But a traditional person, the IUL, you're putting that towards retirement or something of longevity. You want to start looking at that around year 5 is when you want to start looking at the cash value and evaluating it in year 5. Because the first 2 years, depending on the company that approves you, the only one that starts out the gate is United of Omaha. And they have a very strict criteria to meet. Theirs start gaining cash value in year 1. Most other companies, after the first 2 years going into year 3 is when you start seeing your cash value. You can wait till third year and see what it's like to see what type of growth it is. But 5 is traditionally when you want to look at it and see how the market has affected it, and you'll get an idea of how much more you need to feed it to get to where you need to be. What I do when I sit down with people, I generate a quote and I take it from your current age, and I take it all the way out to a year 110. If you live to be 110 years old, and have this policy, I can give you an estimate of what you can look like at that minimum input. So you can do the math. If you're doing $150 a month, and I'm telling you, in 15 years, you'll have a cash value of $180,000, and that's just at that 150. So if you do 300, double your cash value. You know what I'm saying? I tell people start at $100,000, because how much do you really need to bury yourself?
Now,
you know what I mean?
This one I want to.
You got a lot of noise, boo.
When it comes to, like, say for instance, you have your own business, right?
Yes.
And some people just starting out, and then they want to open up that type of account, right? It sounds like it would make sense to open up a business account, like a mutual funding account that has interest paid on it.
Yep.
Because that money, that interest, it'd be real nice. You can take it and place it and use that money to build up that account for the IUL.
The IUL.
The IUL.
Yeah. Let me show y'all JT, logo. You know what I'm saying? There's JT logo right there. You know what I'm saying? His new business. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all give it up to JT new business. You know what I'm saying? Starting it off. You know what I'm saying? So he doing his thing, and we gonna definitely stick around to see what goes on with the whole 9 yards, JT, because a lot of times starting out on your own, the biggest thing is really just, I've been in it so many years, but it's just getting, started.
The basics, yeah.
And then right now, from what you doing and from what I see, you're an excellent starter. So I got to salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Because
I appreciate it.
From me starting my own business and really being out there, it was a lot harder, but more or less, you got a lot of the information, you know what I'm saying, that you can rapidly give the people, and that's what you know what I'm saying. With black folks, they so impatient. So
yes, you gotta be patient. This is the long run, long ball.
The quicker you can give them the information, which makes it a lot more easier for them to get it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna be the big success to your business, and I see it. I see it going a long way, brother. You know what I'm saying? I see it going a long way.
And this will be good information for, students coming out of high school, going into college.
This is good information for parents who have little children.
Yeah.
But you can start an IUL for your toddler.
Oh.
You can start an IUL for a toddler for $20-something a month and let them take it over when they become an adult. And they're already starting on their retirement. They're already starting on a house investment or a car payment, a car purchase.
I wish I'd have had this information 40 years ago.
Shoot, I wish I had it 10 years ago. 10.
Yeah. Good to start
just
like
10, huh? Yeah.
investing.
But this business is hundreds of years old. This is hundreds of years information.
Wow.
This is how life insurance policies work and have been working.
It's all money that they know about, but then tell us. But we got people up in the 90s.
Yeah, trying to educate as many people as possible about this, man. It's just,
that's old
I got a 401k. I'm like, okay, cool. You got a 401k. I'm not knocking it.
Hey, do you think it's not knowing about this, or do you think it was knowing about it, and it's just like now people don't want to pay the money for health and life insurance?
Well, what it is, I think everything with that is, you got it's a little bit of both. I think it's something that's been kept away from us, but then we got people that are in it who adhere to their side of it and don't want to share it.
I got that,
exactly.
But I'm going from my experience. I grew up in the projects.
Yep.
And we had insurance coming through there.
You
know what I'm saying? Gulf Life. So I can't go with it wholeheartedly because I done seen it, and I had a whole life policy when I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
But you may not have been taught how to utilize it.
No, it was.
Hold on, Steph. Hold on, boo. Baby Lack said, "What's up, JT? I gotta get it while it's coming in.
Hey, Baby Lack, I need to come see you too, man. That's my dog. I'm proud of my dog. Jones Hot Tigers are doing great things.
Yeah,
Believe
I
that.
just-
Baby Lack TV is on and popping.
Yes. Shout out to Baby Lack Radio too, man. Y'all make sure y'all support that Baby Lack Radio. All right, go ahead, boo. I mean,
So
I got it.
my thing is this: we as black folk, African American brothers and sisters, by JT being in that arena, most of our brothers and sisters scared to share their information because they don't want so-called JT to know that this the bracket I want to be in. It be more of an embarrassment because they paint a picture one way and knowing good and well they need to be set up this way. So they deviate from want to talk to JT or want him to sign them up. You know, so
they don't want to give them their props.
Nah, it ain't props.
It's pride. That pride is hurting.
Yeah.
So
and that's what's messed up in Orlando. It's big.
But check it.
I'm gonna let you finish.
It's just like, say if JT was a credit repair and a person know they got a 100 beacon scope and they ride here acting like they got a 700. They ain't gonna go to they pride so messed up.
They gonna go to somebody else.
They ain't going to nobody.
They ain't going to nobody.
They will go to somebody. Guess what? It might be a Hispanic or a Caucasian somewhere. Some people
they don't go to nobody because they scared of the facade.
Trust the local.
Yeah, they
have the facade.
They're scared of the facade, though. I get that.
Sometimes because it's not a lot of trustworthy people like JT in the community.
They don't trust themselves. Listen, Stephanie.
I believe
what I'm saying
that's true.
My point is, we need life insurance. I don't care if you got a cheap policy. JT saying you need it.
Yes.
Health insurance. It ain't about that you can't afford the high end one. Get the Obama one.
Start somewhere. You're right.
Yeah, get something.
Start somewhere.
So
what Miss Smith said.
She says then it would be admitted. Then it would be admitted that
they live in falsely. Yeah, I get what she's saying.
And then, but also there's a way to start small. You can even borrow off that money and invest it elsewhere. You understand?
That's why I tell you, start low.
You got to know how to
low,
spend
and
that money.
you can always increase.
you can
start low.
Take that money, put it in a mutual fund. Because when you put that money in that mutual fund, if you got a business, guess what? That's collecting free interest. That's free money.
Free money.
Okay?
Yeah.
Y'all still intensity,
speaking of money real quick, let me
hit
this money right quick. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Make sure y'all call the doctor first if you're injured in an accident. That's right. My dog, Tony Glover. That's right. Phone number right there, 832-1846. Don't forget about us going down tomorrow. If y'all looking to go out, I love karaoke Tuesday. That's going down right there at the Blue Cafe. They do it big. You know what I'm saying? Great food over there. Don't forget about Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, that goes down right there on Church Street. They doing it big. Y'all can pull up on that. That's tomorrow now. Make sure y'all know that's tomorrow. Also, don't forget about connecting the DJs each and every Thursday. Connecting the DJs hosted by G Money and Miss Kiwi. That's the DJ thing, goes down 7:30.
I love it.
And it's got the music by my dog Boo Gotti, DJ Boo Gotti, DJ Herm T, and DJ Crunk T. That goes down to Thursday. It's Thursday at 7:30. We get it in, man. We get it in.
Yes, on Thursday that be that. Do I stay in or get out into the limelight?
Right.
And good old school music at that.
Right. And don't forget about I Love R&B. That goes down right there at the Experience. That's April the 6th. That's the first Sunday. Y'all got to make sure y'all go to that. That's at the Experience. And don't forget about they got the Boots on the Ground, April the 5th. April the 5th, music by DJ Herm T, Boots on the Ground. That's at the all-new clubhouse right there on 1908 Silver Star. Get your table, lock in. That's going to be big, man. And just add it to the thing. Make sure you support the, you know what I'm saying, the JT, you know what I'm saying? That's right, the consultant. Get yourself some insurance, man. That's right. Get yourself some insurance.
Gee, you can put up my email address I sent to you.
Okay, the email address, okay, as well. All right, I got you.
You can put that up. You can put that up for him. Yeah.
All right, because Miss Smith wanted to know definitely how to get in touch with you and keep everything locked on her end.
I'll swing by Mr. Quick tomorrow. That's gonna be on one of my first things to do tomorrow. Swing by Mr. Quick.
Okay. And Bugatti, you had something you was finna.
Nah, it's important, man. Life and health insurance is very important. I don't care if on a small scale, big scale. Don't be embarrassed. You need it. And small business owners, from experience, pay your taxes. Get your accountant, do that. And this from experience, they'll bite a hole in your butt. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't
keep everything updated.
Yeah, don't be in business because you got license. You got to pay into some taxes, taxes. You got to get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Stay updated with Sunbiz, all of that stuff.
Don't hire no one and pay them under the table. You ain't getting no benefits from it. You know what I'm saying? Don't buy no stolen equipment. Don't buy no stolen merchandise. Buy from the store. You can write to keep your receipt. You can write it out. You're doing a business. And that's the key thing about what JT, all that go together.
Yes, it does. Traveling and everything. I'm talking about even like with me having a boutique or whatever, like for events, if I show up in an event and I know I have my marketing materials that I'm going to be in, I got to have my hair done. I got to be presentable. All of that stuff, straight to Texas. Okay?
Yeah. And I use Keeper Tax. I use this app called Keepers.
Keepers?
That tracks all my stuff. My mileage, it tracks everything.
Yeah, and like I went to Texas and hey, people come here to the pull up, you know what I'm saying? So you'd be surprised as to how much stuff that can be incorporated into your tax filing. You'd be surprised. And then, a lot of people like to go to H&R Block, but in other places, it's no places like that. But they don't sit down with you and go over and ask you questions like, does this apply to you? They take what?
Yeah, they missing stuff.
They take what you give them and let you go. But then, they don't have the door open once everything is done. You can't go back to them and ask them no questions.
Nope.
Well, we have the door open.
All right, Steph, let me get going.
If you need an accountant, it's two.
I have a CPA. She's awesome.
It's two accountants, African American accountants that I know of. One is Maurice Robinson, accountant, and Julius
Maurice.
Price.
Yep.
And Julius
Maurice
Price.
Who? Maurice Robinson.
Maurice Robinson and Julius Price. Maurice is in Apopka, and Julius Price is on Broome Boulevard. They are two African American accountants.
Yeah, mine is Jillian Johnson.
Do they have any experience working with the Siri? Written backwards, SRI. Do they have any experience working with them internally and externally, as well as doing audits and stuff like that?
Well, no,
internally and externally.
You have to go question their ability on that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You have to go sit down. I don't know. I just know they're accountants.
Right. Okay, and on another note, if you need some Italian ice, make sure you know what I'm saying, Moti's Italian ice, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they got different flavors, strawberry lemonade, pineapple, mango, tropical. They, we got to shout them out too as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, summertime coming, boy. You got to get that.
You got to stay cool.
Summertime coming, so hey man, I might as well get my plug in. Also, my boy Bugatti, Paint Squad.
We making all that noise like that with that doggone truck.
If you got a house in Vegas and need a painter, give Paint Squad a call.
He said, if you got a house in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Hey, please feel free. You know what I'm saying?
Give him a call. Hey,
give him a call.
He would be there, give you same day estimate and shit. Hey.
Okay. And then
Paint Squad did my house. Paint Squad did my house. I can vouch for that. They did my house.
Okay, that's what's up.
I did JT house in Vegas. His house was in Vegas.
Oh, okay. I see the connect. All right, and we have JT, your benefits agent at gmail.com.
That's it.
Yeah.
And hey, man, y'all know, man, we like to keep it positive, and we the only podcast doing it like this, here, man. So you know what I'm saying. So shout out the word on the street. You know what I'm saying. We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying.
Baby.
And if you really want to just go somewhere and hear some shenanigans, you know what I'm saying, some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? There they go. you can get that deal.
I know you didn't
Shenanigans. Crazy shenanigans.
You can get at them. You know what I'm saying?
Lord have mercy.
We got to get a pre.
I'm coming with my
out.
switch. I'm coming with my grandma switch for you on that one, bruh.
But don't forget about, you know what I'm saying, y'all make sure y'all that's JT email, you know what I'm saying, y'all get at him, because he definitely got the best way for you to try to, you know what I'm saying, even get on your insurance.
I can help you with it all, man. Help you with it all.
Awesome.
Miss Smith, she laughing. Hey, JT, we have fun over here, man. Sometimes
oh no, I do.
We cut up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
I can't always watch you live, but I watch it when you send it to my. He sent it to my my Facebook. I watch it.
Oh Lord.
Because I'm usually at work this time of day.
Hey, just cut me out. Just cut me out when I done act up. You ain't see me act up, did you?
No, I like genuine. I love genuine stuff.
Right.
Hey, always.
I'm just I'm happy to be here tonight, having me on. You know what I'm saying?
No, we're glad to have you too, bro. Like I said, you shout out a lot of knowledge, man, and a lot of my people stayed locked in, and that's what I like, man. And
I appreciate it, man. I'll come back whenever you need me to, man.
Right.
Awesome.
That's what we want to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to come back. You know what I'm saying? Because we always like to revisit businesses as well, man, and just see how they're doing and the whole.
I'm sorry it took me so long, man. You know we've been talking about it for weeks. I apologize for taking so long, man.
No. You came. That's all that matters. So
we're gonna have you back on here because that's beneficial information that people need to know, because we going into some times.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
If you want to experience that STK.
Yeah, I forgot about the restaurant.
You go there birthdays. Hey,
yeah.
Give you the experience you can't refuse now.
Where is it?
STK is at Disney Springs, the steakhouse at Disney Springs. That's where my full-time job is.
Okay, steakhouse.
I train
we
service and bartenders
talking about that.
Yeah.
That's not here, is it?
Yes, it is. STK is in Orlando. Yeah, at Lake Buena Vista.
Okay.
You can't miss him. He got the glow tie.
Okay.
And that's what a lot of our people need to do. Y'all need to stop, you know what I'm saying, just thinking everything is all right in Richmond Heights and Pine Hills.
We
got
got to
get outside the box, man, and go some places, man.
Because I done started.
Disney Springs, go out there on even if you don't do nothing but step your game up by going to Sand Lake, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
great restaurants over there,
man. A lot
man.
of experiences,
right, exactly. So just a nugget for y'all, man. Just get outside the box.
Hey, G, you know what it be? I think they be like, when I go out, whoever I go out with, we order different stuff and we share. Hey, let me get a little bit of that. Let me get a little
family
bit of
style.
that.
Do a family style dinner.
So you could spend, you ain't got to break the bank. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to do it.
Because it don't take that much to eat. I mean, you get full quick, pretty much.
If you order the right items, for sure.
Yeah.
I got a great date night type thing going on, man. It's called the JT Experience at STK. If you want to come out, step out with your people.
Okay.
We do it big over there, man. We do it big.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look you up for that, JT.
Yeah.
Make sure you got the right person with you now. You can't just come spend that kind of money on just anybody.
You're right.
Hey, what you call them, Greg? What you call them?
What
you call them? Bottom feeders? Not that. That's not nice now. Don't say it, but I'm saying.
I ain't said nothing.
Appreciative people. Bring appreciative people.
Don't bring no bottom feeders. Take them over to Miss Kim's over there and eat this.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I need a date.
Hey, Tip, we gonna. Hey, you know, Dent been looking for you, Tip. Dent been looking for you. That's probably where you at. Yeah, looking for you.
Circling the block.
Anyway, we just have fun over here, man. But man, JT, it was great, man. And like I said, we appreciate you, man. And you know, we want to see you come back on the platform as well.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
you
Have
so
a couple
much.
testimonials on here.
Yes.
Okay. Any shout outs?
We'll have Miss Smith on there. Have her come back. Testimonial.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Before we go, any shout outs you want to give out or anything before we dig
Man, I
out?
want to give a shout out to all the mighty Jones High Tigers out there doing their thing. Big shout out to my wife, my kids, my grandkids, and all my friends that I love and I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, Jones High Tigers do it best, baby.
Jones High Tigers, you know what I'm saying? That Tiger Pride, man. So we got a lot of things that's, you know what I'm saying? Me and JT been running a minute, man. So we appreciate it, man. And Miss Smith says she definitely want to see you come by there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you ever play some of your old music with Stephanie? Play some of that OSOK for her, man? You ever play some of that Hump That Booty? Run, Forrest! Run! G-Money used to be like this.
Yeah. I mean, and JT, when I first started coming on, I did, and everybody was loving it, man. I that's what I got to go back to, playing some.
Bring some of that old music back, man. Me and G-Money did shows together. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
Yes.
Hey,
You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
Bugatti be. I said, you know what? Bugatti be bringing in that music that you go in the clubs that you don't hear, but it's old school. But you hear it's some music that people be playing that you hear over and over and over again. But there is some old school traditionals that people like to hear that we don't hear.
Yes.
Boo brought it out. I said I had to give him a list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that Thursday, JT, we do a thing called Connecting the DJs podcast. And that's basically, Bugatti, you got Herm Chi, you know what I'm saying? You got DJ G Money that even got on the roster now. I'm definitely gonna have to bring in some of that some of that good spirit, run for us, run, hump that booty. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying?
Hump that booty, get on.
Hey, Greg, what you gonna do about that karaoke, live karaoke thing?
Hold on, let JT know what Roscoe said.
He said, "Good to hear from you, JT. Bless."
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. I missed you at Pride Day, man. You wasn't at Pride Day, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we definitely gonna, you know what I'm saying? If you can, like I said, even if you don't do nothing but take a peep on Thursday, JT, take a peep, man. Thursday.
Send me the link for that one. Is it on the same link or is it a different link?
Same link.
Okay.
Yeah, same link. But that just be like an all together podcast that we do. That's just kind of geared to music and really
everybody doing their stuff in their own spot. Okay.
Right. And then we ask questions. Yes. I got Miss Kiwi. We asking questions as well. So you get to really find out the intelligence of a DJ. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what it be about. And we done had DJs come on here and run now because it ain't no joke, JT.
They do their thing.
Because, some of these DJs, you know what I'm saying, they not that. They are just a DJ. They might not have good, right. They might not have good common sense. But you know what I'm saying? But we done had them come. It's not that easy. Not that easy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but it's a nice time though. Nice time. Nice feel.
Yeah, it is.
10-4. Well, yeah, I'll look out for that one on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
But anyway, like I said, it was a great show, man. Boo, you got anything to close the remarks, Stephanie?
Yeah, I got something to say. For parents, male or female parents, if you don't get no insurance on you, at least get it on your children.
Yeah.
If you want to neglect yourself, don't neglect your children. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna stress that enough. Insurance. You know what I'm saying? I know you can afford it because you get $200 hairdos. You got Range Rovers and Benz, but you stay in an apartment. So I know you can get insurance.
My area says most definitely.
Going to the club, hanging out, drinking.
Mm-hmm. And I would say that sometimes it's okay to, like, when you want to take time out, say, I'm going to do this, that don't really make sense. Take that money aside that you know you're going to spend on something, put that aside, okay?
Yeah.
Study. Listen to the information that's coming to you, because more than likely you to ask some questions that we're now answering, and not just here, but the answers come. Study to show thyself approved, get to understand. So that way, if you have a misunderstanding, come back and join us. And not only that, but spread the word, because sharing is caring. And we're living in times that we have to come together. We really have to come together in our small communities, because it starts here, mainly first in the home, into the community, and abroad. And we have a culture that we now have to really support and protect and make sure we are good.
Yes. And don't forget about, you know what I'm saying, that's right. We got more of that Jalen Carter thing tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all lock in tomorrow, 7 p.m. We'll be back same time, same channel, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the above. Tomorrow I'm gonna make sure I give y'all the rest of that Jalen Carter when they actually gave the key to the city. You know what I'm saying? We had JT on here, and so we kind of gonna save it for tomorrow. So some of y'all that's want to see
shout
that.
Shout out to everybody here.
Yeah, shout out to my man from APK, Jalen Carter, Philadelphia Eagles champions. That's right, they are true champions.
Money, JT, Bugatti, Stephanie, that's in the house.
I appreciate y'all, man, for having me.
Appreciate you too, JT. And remember, I'm nothing without you. Well,
hey, man.
Hey, JT.
Yes, sir.
What's the minimum policy you got for a person that if you go see tomorrow that might don't say, for instance, the girl Step you're going to see tomorrow, right?
Well, he's going to see Miss Smith.
Oh,
Miss Smith.
Mayoria.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Look, my company, I ain't gonna share the name right now, but we gonna pledge $50 to her sign up tomorrow.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So she don't say, well, I can't get the pay. So $50, we gonna pledge that tomorrow, and when you get ready to go up there, this car, and I meet you up there.
Temple.
Hey,
Miss Smith, you heard that now, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you gonna pledge $50 towards your sign up.
But she got to sign up. And you sign up. It ain't no.
Hold on. You got to sign up. Okay, she said thank you. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
maybe somebody can get
her name is
but we got to chop that up.
Mayoria. Okay. I'll be up there tomorrow to see her.
That insurance is important, man. I'm telling you, it's important.
Yeah, because I talked to her. I remember talking to her, and she wanted health insurance because I was talking to her about health insurance.
Pretty much a whole little event that needs to be set up. You know, where people can get incentives and stuff.
Yeah.
And Greg know what I have. You know, anything for a cause like that, I'm glad to contribute to it. Especially like little getaways and everything. Come sign up, y'all. People, take care. Taking care of yourself is taking care of others.
Yes.
I appreciate it. No doubt.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all seen it, man, and y'all seen Bugatti say he gonna do it. So, Miriam, make sure you up there tomorrow, and JT gonna stop by.
I'll be up there. Absolutely.
And we'll see y'all. We back like we left, so we'll
all right. God bless.
I'm back like I left some. Fuck nigga, try moving, I'ma stretch some. My YG's with me like the flex some. I keep the Jordan jersey on, cut my shotgun. I pull up in the projects, blowing up some Cali Kush I got from Fed. Same OG slime B12. Brand new top, David Copperfield. Old school Porsche, brand new fault. In the O, they call me Bright House Shout. In the O, you can get a 40 for 40. I bought the Bentley for 80, just like that white lady. I left like I stole some. Smashed the gas in the Bentley like choker. You fuck niggas working with the po-po. I'm on my Spice One shit, my Easy E flow. All black Dickies, red Chuck Taylor. The tag on the Bentley say no favor. Your last video